It ain't no Michelangelo's David, but it's pretty good. Today on In the Woodyard, we got a new tool. Here we go. So once again, I know you're asking yourself right now, Chris, what is in the box? Well, I can tell you this. Once again, it is definitely not Gwyneth Paltrow's head. What's in here is a tool. Now this company, the name of the company is Vivor. They have sent me some products of theirs in the past that I have used, and they worked quite well in the Woodyard. And they got a hold of me again and said, hey, we got some more stuff. Would you like it? Well, you know me, I like stuff. So they sent me this. And at first I thought, well, what am I going to do with it? But then I thought an idea. I had an idea. It's something I've always wanted to have, and I never had one. It's very heavy. When I got the box, I'm thinking, what in the heck did they send me this time? This weighs probably, it's got to be 50 pounds. Let's open her up. So it comes in a nice little case. I already took it out of the box, but this is the case that it comes with. Look at that. You know what it is yet? Here's the name of the company, Vivor. What we have here, oh, I'm gonna get all the parts out. Everything's heavy. Everything is heavy. What we have here is a jackhammer. Yes, it's a jackhammer. We're gonna see if we can split some wood with it. Here we go. So there's the name. It is a Demolition jackhammer, and it says 1350 BPM. I'm thinking that's beats per minute, maybe 1500 water, so you can run it on a regular household. And we're going to take it apart. I just opened these tubes here, and you got a chisel point, and you've got a wider chisel, and then this is the one I like right here, because I think this one I'll be able to split some wood with. Come on, baby, come on out of there. There we go, I got it off. Hey, look at that. That looks like a splitting wedge. Awesome. Okay, well, let's slap this puppy together and see what she'll do. Okay, so first I have to take off all of the padding that they have, because most of this stuff, as you know, comes from China. I know some of you hate China. I don't really care for it either, but they do make 90% of everything known to man now, it seems like. And for those of you that said they would never buy anything from China, well, if you're watching me right now, you're watching me either on a phone that was made in China, or a laptop that was made in China, or a computer that was made in China, or a TV that was made in China. So don't tell me you never buy anything from China. It's impossible to have stuff that's not made in China. A lot of components from American-made stuff is made in China. And I would rather they be made in the USA, but if you want everything made in the USA, something like this, which is I think 250 bucks, something like that, would cost probably 3 times that. One of the things I should mention is the vise that Bert makes at his place where he works. He's a machinist, and he made the vise that we use for sharpening chainsaws that we sell. Our cost on it is about 3 times as high to make it here as if I made it in China. But we can get it made faster and probably made a little better, but we pay a lot more. Labor costs, material costs here are much higher. It's just the way it is. So, okay, let's put it together. So, I got some of the wrapping off. Looks like we got some wrenches here. I know I'm going to need this. Looks like there's some different kind of, oh, look at that. There's some brushes. I send you some extra brushes here. So that's what that is. That's what that looks like. So that's good. And this is a wrench for tightening something down. And then there's a couple other Allen wrenches in here, I think, for tightening stuff down. We're going to need those. It does take some type of an oil here. It says cautions. Well, the new machine can work for 20 to 30 hours. Well, I'm not going to be using it 20 to 30 hours today. It does say, I better read this the right way. It says, it is enough to add 20 to 30 grams of grease at a time, which can be used for 20 to 30 hours. Half of the oil displayed in the oil hole window is the state of the machine filled with oil. Adding too much oil will cause too much pressure and the machine will not hammer. Please pour out the extra oil. So you got a little sight window here with oil in it. And if I stand this up, see if you guys can see it. There it is. It's starting to flow in just a little bit there. So there is oil in there. So we're good to go on that part. Okay, so let's see how this end works here. Looks like, oh, it's got a quick release here. So that's kind of cool. Let's get you guys down here so you can see. you can change out your tools quickly. It's got a spring-loaded quick release here. And again, I've never used a well, I shouldn't say that. I have used a jackhammer. A couple of years ago, my son and I tore out his cement deck that he had. So I did use one. We're gonna put this big bad boy in here right away. Get this opened up. So I've used one, but I've never really put one together. And I've never owned one, but now we've got a jackhammer. So let's get this off. So there it is. It's got a fitting on there. I imagine this is similar to some of the other ones. Looks like this goes on top. We pull this out. It's got a roller in there. So we turn it that way. This will slide in. There we go. And I pull this. Oh, that now locks it in. Okay, so that's in. And we're going to take the ties off of the cord here. Looks like the cord is fairly long, but not as long as it's going to need to be. So I got an extension cord. And we're going to power this with one of my power packs. So we're going to see how it does. So looks like the cord is, I don't know. What do we got here? Way back this way. Looks like we got about 10 feet. That's about what we've got here. There's some safety glasses, but I have my own safety glasses I'm going to wear. It's got a dust mask when you're doing cement. It's got some gloves, but they don't look like much. So I'm going to use my own heavy duty gloves. And put the tools back in there. Let's plug her in and see what she'll do. So there she is, the Vevor jackhammer. 1500 water. Let's see what she'll do. All right, let's go this way. I'm right-handed, so let's turn it like this. Get the cord out of here so I don't cut that. Don't want to cut the cord. Let's jackhammer right here. Let's see what happens. That feels good. Well, that's not working so good on the cottonwood. I'm going to get up above it here so I can get a better handle on it. Now it's going in. We got juice running. Okay, got to go over here a little bit. There she's taking off. Look at that. It split it. Pretty cool. Let's try something a little wider. Let's try this big one next to it here. Got to get up above it. I can't really get a good grip. She took it all. She's kind of stuck in there now, I think. Let's see if I can get it out. It's cottonwood, it's tough stuff. She's stuck, so I gotta free it because it's all stringy crap, because it's cottonwood. Come on out of there. Well, I think if I just do that, I'll be able to get the wedge out. I mean, the jackhammer out. Oh yeah, there we go. Let's try over here now. Now we're cooking with oil. There we go. Now we got her apart. Yeah, it doesn't work so good on the stringy stuff. Let's try something a little more friendly. All right, we're gonna hop up here. We're gonna take this one down. Oh my gosh, this is a tough piece of stuff here. This is elm, and he's not wanting to cooperate. So I'm just gonna keep hammering on it. It's gradually getting there. I chose poorly. I chose very poorly. This chunk of elm doesn't want to give up the ghost. Look at that. That is some nasty crap, I tell you. There. Here we go. Piece of elm. Talk about Satan wood. Huh. That is some tough stuff. All right. Now this one should pop apart real easy because this is red oak. I got a chunk of red oak here. This should pop apart no problem. So we'll see what she says now. Red oak splits pretty easy with just about any kind of tool. You can almost use a hatchet on red oak. Let's see, let's get untangled. All right, we're gonna go right down the middle. Look at that, that's smoke. A lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I thought this would just pop right through it. I could have had this split in about 20 pieces already by hand with them all. I got to switch sides here. Whew. It's actually boiling down there. I can see it sizzling. Heat it's producing with the friction. I can smell it. She's starting to crack a little, and I'm sweating big time. Okay, here we go. That's all I got. That's all of me. Oh. I gotta switch sides again. Oh my gosh. Watch this. Get out of there. All right. We'll put that over there. Give it one good hit. Oh, Obviously, that is the wrong tool as far as the tip. Okay, so I got that in half. Let's try this side, see if we can get any better results going this way. I know this isn't too bright, but I never said I was Einstein. All right, here we go. That's more like it. Yes. Well, I'll give up already. All right, let's do this one now. Are you guys having fun? Because I am. Here we go. Ah, that hurt. Look at that. All right. Whew. So what we have here is a hump. This used to be a place where there was a post for a corral, I believe, on the concrete. And this always gets hit by us on the edges with the plow when we're pushing wood around or if we're plowing. And Bert and I had talked about taking this off, so I now happen to have the perfect tool for the job. So we're going to start up the VIREWOOD demolition jack. Here she is. The right tool for the right job. And we're going to pound this baby out of here because it rises up a couple inches here. So we'll see what she can do. It ain't no Michelangelo's David, but it's pretty good. So there it is. It's not perfect. We still probably could do a little bit of work on it, but I'm gonna quit for now. And I think I got the majority of the hump gone, so we should be able to slide the bucket right over the top of that now. That's pretty nice. I think Bert will like that. Very cool. There it is. The VIREWOOD jackhammer. Demolition jackhammer, that is. So all I got left to do now is to clean up my mess. Let's just see. Yeah, I think the bucket will slide right over that. Got the perfect place to put this too. We got a little hole developing over here where it drains. So there you go, folks. The age-old question, can you split wood with a jackhammer? The answer is yes. Should you? Probably not. But it worked. You guys didn't see all of what I did because I'm going to be doing some editing on this. That was 15 minutes of jackhammering on these pieces here. 15 minutes. I think I could have used a hatchet and done the same thing. But this obviously is not the right wedge. It needs to be a wider flare on the wedge. But it's got plenty of power. I just couldn't get it to slide down into the wood, but it did work. I know this is not what it's made for, but it's what I do. So I thought this was the only thing I could do this time of year, middle of winter, showing you guys how the jackhammer works because they sent this to me. So I will be using this for some other things. I've had some things over the years that I've had to hand chisel out chunks of stuff. Like I said, I used a rented one of these at my son's when we broke up. He had the cement on his old deck that he had in his house, and we rebuilt it with a different kind of a deck. And we spent quite a bit of time. So I've run one before, so I know how they work. Bert might be able to use this up in the barn when he's hammering in big spikes, because we can probably adapt a point on this that he could use it, and he could use it for pounding in spikes, because this is a lot bigger than the one that he has. He's got a smaller version, different brand. But like I said, it's a VIREWOOD demolition jack hammer, 1500 watts, 1350 BPM. I'm assuming that means beats per minute, blast per minute, bounces per minute. I don't know. But there it is. It's a machine, and it worked pretty cool. It's actually kind of fun. So that's what this is all about. Fun, nothing but fun. Look at that. It's sinking down into the mud because it's so hot. Because this is frozen here, so the head is actually hot. It's sinking down into the mud. So that's it for today, folks. Come on back tomorrow, 5:30 a.m. I'll have another fun and exciting video for you, just like Joe at Joe's Premium Firewood says. Fun and excitement. Between now and then, you probably got nothing better to do but go to my channel, watch some of the videos on there. There's 1,300 waiting for you right now. Good night, Irene.